What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, my 4C gang? Cooking, comedy, cussing, and cocktails. Hold on, y'all. I'm sitting here making me some potato salad. I had a taste for some potato salad today. I don't know why. So I said, I got all this stuff for potato salad. The only thing I don't have is paprika. Paprika. Hey, Miss Smith. Hey, Linda. It's front row. How you been? Hey, happy wife life. April, my wife is in the building. So look, y'all, while we doing this, while I'm talking, y'all know me, I like to see little stories. I went shopping today, y'all. I bought so much junk. Look, I done ate 3 bags of this. Y'all know what? Wait till y'all see all the cake I done got. I even got the Michigan cherry barbecue chip. When I tell y'all, this is so good. So good. Hold on. We got a good conversation tonight, y'all. It really made me sit back. It made me sit back and wonder. Happy wife, like I said, thank you for sharing my video. Oh, you know what? Girl, I had to, just the name alone. I really enjoy your videos, but I said, okay, happy wife life got a little comedian in her, a little CMA in her, because that was a look. Half the LGBTQ is gonna watch that video. What? Don't judge us, judge your damn self, y'all. CMA, I don't eat potato salad. Okay, really? You know what? I'm not a big fan of potato salad. But my mother, she made the best potato salad. And you know, a lot of people like their potato salad cold. My mother liked hers room temperature. I did too. I love room temperature potato salad. How do y'all like your potato salad? Do y'all like it room temperature, or do you like it chill? Because I know a lot of people make their potato salad and then they put it in the refrigerator. I'll put a little bit, I'll get a little bit out of it before she puts it in the refrigerator. Because we know, you know, like some people like it cold. But baby, give me my potato salad nice and room temperature. You know what I mean? Oh, speaking of my mother, you guys, please, everybody, join me. April said, me too. Oh, Linda said, I like your background. Okay, ain't it a lot better than the green screen? Everybody, make sure y'all join me Friday. I forget what time. As you all know, that my mother's birthday, you know, this will be the 2nd annual community picnic. I didn't do it last year, you know. I don't know why. I think I was just going through some things, but my job convinced me. They was like, look, you should do it. My boss was like, well, whatever you need, we got you. So I want to shout out Dozer Landscaping Company, who is donating hamburgers and chicken. Nikki's Necessities, Love Experience, that are going to donate the tables and the tent. Let me know what. Yeah, it will be September the 12th at Palmer Park. We will be feeding not just the homeless, but anybody who wants to come up and eat. Because, and I'll, you know, the Friday I'll let y'all know that. But if anybody wants to donate, like I have to pay for the DJ, I have to pay for the permit. Those things I have to do this time. And so that is why Friday I will be having a fundraiser. Whether it don't have to be material. If you want to send some stuff, if you want to buy some food, hey, Michael, have the all of that. I'm open to it. And I just want to make this be a success. I want it to be better than what it was. I will be giving out um, care package. I mean, not the, yeah, the care packages again for men and women and all that good stuff. All in honor of my mother's 77th birthday party. That'll be Friday. So have your little pocketbooks, have your little cash apps ready. Tell your friends. Let's make it a success. Um, and everything, whatever you say you want done with it, will be accounted for. Um, I'm putting my own in. I'm buying up a lot of food. I'm cooking fried chicken, baked macaroni and cheese, collard greens, okay. Do you want me to bring any? You know what, Linda? I don't know. Listen, um, if you want to bring like sodas or something, that would be perfect. That would be perfect. You can bring ice. You can bring, whatever you feel that. But I hope to see you there, and I would love to see you there. I want this to be a success, and I want this to be something that people look forward to every year. Let's go to Michael Ann's Memorial Community Picnic. That is something that, when I started out, when I started out, and I'll tell this Friday as well. I'm so glad my mother chose her love over me. Okay, Linda, I'm looking for September the 12th from 11 a.m. to 4:30 in the p.m. But I'll talk about it Friday. But I'm so glad my mother chose her love for me over her what she felt about homosexuality. I know a wife. I wish you could be there too. And so when I would be out at the park, Palmer Park to be exact, and those people, young people, would be out there homeless, and I would ask them, "Why are you homeless?" And they would go, "Because my mom and them won't let me be me," or their parents put them out. And I was like, "How blessed am I that my mother didn't?" She did say, "You're gonna have to wait till you leave my house to be that way," but she embraced me. She loved me. My mama ended up going out to the bar with me, and I told her what I felt about that. And she would go out to Palm Park, and I would just cook up and feed those young kids. So I do that in honor of her. I feed the people. May not be those young kids. They don't even have to be homeless, but just to come and have a good time in honor of my mother. So everybody Friday, if y'all can come, tell people to come in. Hell, they don't even have to come in. If you all can ask some people, look, do y'all want to donate to this specific thing? $1, $2, $5, $10, that would really help to secure the spot, secure the DJ, secure. I mean, it's so many things, but that would buy, the utensils and paper plates and things like that. So, with that being said, but we'll talk about that Friday. But make sure y'all share my live for Friday. Have people come in. I don't care if they don't even know who we are. Have them come in. I'm asking my 4C gang, get your people to help sponsor that Michael Ann's 77th birthday memorial celebration in honor of the Clapback Mama, in honor of Mama Michael. Come on, somebody. At first I said I didn't want to do it because I was like, oh God, do I want to do it? And then I knew that at the end of the day, whether somebody do something or not, that I was going to have to come out of pocket and do a lot, which I will because I'm determined for it to be a success. Okay. With that being said, let's talk about, the little boy. Y'all saw the picture. The mama allowed him to go to school with the girl's uniform on, the skirt. And I said to myself, is the world becoming too gay? As part of the LGBTQIA and all them other letters that they may add by the time I'm finished with this video. But they add a letter every minute. Are we becoming too gay? Are we becoming too lax? And this takes me into that boy got to be about 8, 7, 8, 9 at the most. Got a skirt on, the girl's blouse. When did children start making decisions? Did he go to his mom and say, Mama, I want to wear this skirt? And then I had to think to myself, if I went to my mother, Mama, I don't want to wear these pants. I want to wear the skirt. I want to play with the doll. It wouldn't have been no debate. My mom would be like, no, little boys play with this. Now, even if I had been like crying and not, baby, I just wouldn't have played with anything. But I could not have told my mama what I wanted to wear at that age. I couldn't even tell my mom what I wanted to eat. I couldn't even tell my mom what I wanted to put in my body, much less what I wanted to put on my body. And that is the part I don't get. People want to give them the freedom to express themselves. They can do that when they're doing it themselves. Come on. And then the big thing was the teacher was like, it was distracting. It was a distraction to the other children. And I'm sure it was boys in there like, oh man, you win, girl stuff. Now, I don't think that that's the reason. That is not a reason. That's no. How about you have a cold, boys wear this and girls wear that. It can be a teaching, learning moment, but it also can be a moment of seeing the kids that was born in the 80s are different. Linda, yet listen. Yes. Yes, they are. But then I try to look at it from both points. Do we tell a parent what they should do with their children? Am I looking next door? Do I go knock on the people next door and say, look, your child should not be dressing like that? Who am I? Who are we to tell somebody how their children should dress? So it's like a double-edged sword. It's like a catch-22 situation. You don't want to tell nobody how their child should be. We may not agree with it. You know, I think the LGBTQ community was so much simpler when you know, okay, people, they're going to get me together if I say this. When I liked it better when people, you know, people didn't know I was gay and they, you know, they had to figure it out. You know, not hiding it. Oh, it's just so open and it's so free. Now, Happy Wife said, I don't care if my son is gay or straight as long, hold on. I don't care if my son is gay or straight as long as he lives in my house. He's wearing men's clothes. When he can get out of here, buy his own clothes and provide for himself, he can come on somebody. Exactly. Exactly, Happy White Life. I stay out of their business. Even my nieces and nephews. You know what? I just sit and I just say this to myself. I try to picture myself walking up to my mama. Mama, I'm wearing this skirt today. Baby, 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 baby. Do y'all know if I had to walk up to Michael Ann, you know what? I'll give you a good example. I remember Christmas, one Christmas. And I've never been that gay person that wanted to be a girl. I love being a boy. I love being a man. I love the fact of two men together. So I'm on a whole different spectrum of that. But I don't knock the ones that want to be, you know, I don't. But I remember one Christmas. Every Christmas I would wake up, I knew exactly which toys were mine because I was the only boy. It was a drum set one time. I knew it wasn't nobody else's but mine. It was a football, or if it was a basketball, if it was a sword, if it was a race card set. I knew what toys were mine. It wasn't no blurred line. I knew those were my toys. I knew exactly what toys to go to. I knew what clothes were mine, what shoes were mine. I knew that. But one year, Linda said, I feel like I'm doing a disservice. One year, I woke up and my sister had a baby dad away. This was one of the first little white doll. Her name was Chrissy. She named her Chrissy. And the doll would just crawl. And the doll would turn his head. The doll even peed, and you had to change the doll's diaper. And I was so intrigued with the baby doll. I didn't look at that as being gay. You know, I wanted to play with the baby doll because the baby was crawling, and I was intrigued with that. And I had no idea of, oh, this is a girl's toy compared to a boy toy. You know, but then I became that brother. When my sister would piss me off, I'd pop her baby doll head off. So look, I'd break the baby doll leg. So I wasn't attached in it that way, but it was a toy that I had not had. Yeah, okay, let's say, yeah, that's what, yeah, baby that away. And she would crawl and turn her head. And I was so intrigued with the baby doll, not because of anything feminine in me. I was intrigued with the toy. That's what it was, a toy. Now, I don't think you should stop it, you know, because at the end of the day, when I had my little G.I. Joe dolls, little G.I. Joe men and little army men that didn't move, all they did was stand there and you had to move them yourself. So, you did what my brother did. Yeah, you know that's what brothers do. We look, every time my sister pissed me off, I'd have her baby doll. She'd be crying. She'd put my baby down. But that doll was a lot better than my little G.I. Joe men that just stood there, or the little army men that we had to move around and you know. But my sister was also intrigued with my racing car. You know, I'm so old, y'all. The racing car track, it was a plastic one, and you had a lever. All you did was every time the car came around, you kept pulling that lever. That was excitement. And they were intrigued with that, so we played with each other's toys. Okay, Linda. So as far as the toys and stuff, but when your child comes up to you and start dictating, not even dictating, but saying, hey, this is what I want at that young age, then that, whereas you are a parent, you put your foot down. You prepare them for the world out there. Why send them out there to the lions there? Why throw them to the lions when you know, and you know, they're too young to explain, look, if you do this, this is what's going to happen. People are going to say that. And then, see, this is my thing. The parents do this, and then when the children come back crying because they didn't tease them, now you want to go out and throw a hissy fit. We can't change other people's minds just like they can't change yours. My mother's, I learned in my present a man and all that up. That's just me though. Present a man, and you know, I saw some real feminine people that were done wrong. And I wasn't. That didn't make it right. But that's what I chose. You know what? In order for me not to deal with that, I just won't give that. I won't present that. And I didn't. Hey, how you doing? I didn't. I did not present that. But as a child, as a 7 or 8-year-old, you are not going to go I could have never went up to my mother and you know, listen to this is how my mother was. Even when my mother was a barmaid, so she would be tipsy half the time, you know, hungover. And what the routine was is we got up, we got dressed. We got up, we got dressed. We could not leave out that house until we walked in it, knocked on her door, Mama, and we stood in front of her. How do I look? Is this okay? We could not leave out that house dressed. We didn't get dressed on our own. We did not get dressed on our own and just walk out the house. We had to go in there and be inspected by our mama. And my mama go, nope, not that boy. Go put the boy, you ain't wearing that damn shirt. Go, go get that one I put out for you. I remember my sister, my older sister, she called herself on, try to sneak her some makeup on. And so my mama's room was a little dark, and my older sister stuck her head in there. Mama, how I look? Mama said, wait a minute, turn that light on. My mama said, what the fuck? Where the fuck are you going? To the circus looking like the Barnum and Bailey clown. You're like a goddamn clown. If you don't go in there and wipe that motherfucking makeup up your face. And my sister started crying. But see, even little girls in middle school and elementary wearing eyelashes and makeup, blonde in your hair, blonde in your fucking hair. What do y'all think, mothers in here? What do y'all think about little girls in middle school, elementary with extensions, eyelashes, or even a little makeup? Do y'all think that that's too soon? Because I sure do. I sure do. I really do. And I feel my sisters couldn't get away with that. Linda says no. No, my sisters couldn't get away. It was not going to happen. So imagine me walking in with a skirt up. One of my sister's skirts saying, Mama, look this way. Mom, oh my God. I'm scared just even thinking about it. Knowing what she could have did. April said, nope, couldn't be mine. Okay. And so somebody made a statement where they said, well, there's girls in school that dress like tomboys all the time. Happy Wife Life said, I'm not passing judgment on other mothers, but no way. That's too much, too fast in my house. Look, what do y'all think about the little girls that the one lady was like, well, it's always a lot of girls that dress tomboyish, don't wear dresses and look like boys. Up would say absolutely so for the makeup. Absolutely no for the makeup and lashes. The hair is debatable. Okay, hold on. She said the hair is debatable. Braids. Okay. CMA nowadays it's hard to find longer dresses. Okay. Right, I'm with you. Happy Wife Life. Listen, it's what about today's? Just what about them days where the parents had all to say so? You know, like I told you when I worked at the camp, and you had all of the kids, they were like, oh no, I'm a vegan. I don't eat this, I don't eat that. And I had to laugh. I never told. We ate whatever. We ate whatever. Oh, I gotta get another knife. We ate whatever, and we didn't question it. None of that. We didn't question none of that. We ate whatever was put in front of us. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. We ate whatever was put in front of us. McDonald's was a luxury for us. Baby, McDonald's? We didn't tell our mamas what time we was going to bed. We didn't tell them what time we ate. I guarantee y'all, if my mother was still living right now, and I'm talking about the subject, and I called her, y'all know exactly, bitch, I wish you would have come to me talking about wearing a motherfucking skirt. I would have skirted your motherfucking ass right into that room and beat your ass. And that is just a given. And then not that she don't, my mama love gay people. But I knew, as parents, we gotta have boundaries. As parents, we have to have boundaries. Now, do I think, CMA, I was poor. I only ate what my grandmama cooked. Really? I only ate what my grandmother cooked. Hold on, we got grandmother cooked. Upward says nowadays that's how some of them are raised to have a healthy lifestyle, vegan and vegetarian. When I was growing up, I couldn't even wear pants. I wore pants for the first time at 23. That's why I wear jeans now at my age. Okay, every chance I get. Yeah, you know what? I think we set the foundation. I think parents set the foundation for their children. Now, do I think if I had to say that I did want to grow up and be a transgender, for one, I cared so much about what my mama thought that that would have been the hardest thing for me to do. I might have hid that from her for the longest. But if I just had to be me, I would have had to ease her into that. And or if it hurt her that bad, do y'all know I would have never dressed that way around her? That listen, I would have dressed that way, but every time I went around her, I would have been dressed as a man. I might have still had my feminine quality, but I still would have, just out of respect for her. I would have, because it would have hurt me to see that disappointment in her face. It would have. I disappointed her enough in life. I ain't need to add no dress to it. You know. But to each their own. You can't tell anybody how to, Linda said that's respect. Yeah. You can't tell anybody how to raise their children. That's why you have a lot of children out here that are disrespecting their parents. The one rapper, NBA Youngboy, I was watching his thing and he was like, I'll never speak to my mom again. And I was like, oh my God, as a son. And I put in there, I'm so glad that I forgave my mother for everything that I thought that she did wrong years before she passed away. Because now I look back on it, oh my God, how how mad I would have been at myself for harboring something that I couldn't let go. How could I expect God to forgive me if I couldn't forgive my mama for things that I think she did wrong? When she didn't do it out of spite. She did it because she was learning. That wife said, if my son wants to wear a dress, I hope he is respectful to me like you were to your mother. Because if I see him in a dress, I am going to have a heart attack and die. Look, it's just certain things that, still to this day, y'all, I remember my mother, and I tell y'all this all the time. I was walking out the house. And let me tell y'all my story. I came out in a time when I first came out, my Roland was very feminine, very feminine. And all of the gay guys I was around were sissies and queens. They were queens. And they'd walk down the street and they'd be switching and girl and this thing and popping their fingers and snapping their fingers. And I just could not see myself do that. They were my friend. Now, if we were around each other, one of them might have called me bitch or Miss Thing. Yes. But I never, ever could have done that around my mama. I never could have said to them like, bitch, girl, oh my God. Just to see my mama. Parents have to respect their children as well, of course. Now listen, it's just a look my mother would have given me, y'all. Oh my God. The look that Michael Ann would have given me. Oh my God. It would have just broke my heart. See, man, I'm a little older than you. I understand. Listen, I know. I told you one day I was walking out of her house, and this is after she found out, after she knew that I was gay. And, I just had this feeling that she was watching me. And I turned around and I looked back, and my mom did this. I can tell. Yeah, I can tell. That broke my heart. They did something to me. And so I had made this walk up where I would pimp walk. And I was like, I'm walking like a man. My mama, no, I'm not going to disappoint her. But that's what I felt about my mama. I can't talk about how nobody else about. Her opinion of me mattered more than what it was that I wanted. How my mother saw me was more important than how I saw myself. I was a representation of her. I love my mama that much that I didn't want to embarrass her. Does that make sense, y'all? I did not want to embarrass my mother. And I already wasn't the most masculine motherfucker in the world. So I wasn't finna add on to that by adding on and doing all of this. No. Now, as I got older, I was able to be more relaxed and we were able to talk and things, but not at 15, 14, 15 when she found out. Y'all gotta realize I was 14. I was 14. My mom would come in that house every night. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. My mom would come in the house. Michael, bring your ass down here. Wake me up out of my sleep. How did you get like this? And I know, oh my God. I remember my mother crying one time, saying, what did I do? She blamed herself. So that's why I've been trying to tell a lot of these young people, y'all got to realize it's a lot on your parent. A lot of your parents see you growing up. They want to have grandchildren. They see you in one way. No, okay. That ain't the way you're going to go. I get that. But we have to give our parents time as well. We have to give them time to adjust. I had to let my mother get all of that out. I remember I had a friend named Tommy Haney. He was gorgeous too. And I said, Mama, could he spend the night? She was like, oh, no. Wasn't no boys spending the night at my house. If they wasn't my cousin, wasn't no boys spending the night. And I knew that had a lot to do with because she knew that I was gay. I had to give my mama time to adjust, to comprehend, to decipher, to figure it out. The same way it took me time to figure it out, to acknowledge what it was that I am. Come on. Happy Wife Life said, I would say no matter what his sexual preferences are or what anybody thinks, I'm not turning my back on my son. I might hate what he's doing, but he's mine. Come on. Oh, you make me want to cry. Because that is what my mama did for me. That is what Michael Ann, that was her same thing. That is why I love my mama so much. That's why y'all saw the relationship that her and I had. When other people talked about me in the family, they wouldn't talk about me to her. My mama had my back. Like I said, She might not have liked what I was doing, but she never left me. She was always on my side. You know, she'll tell me when I had something on that, or I was a little bit, hold up now. I have cousins in the community and I love them the same. There were times where, you know, like she didn't like me hang with Roland because Roland was just feminine. And I got it. I got it, but she never treated Roland any different. She didn't want me to be like Roland. And I think for the most part, you know, she wasn't disappointed in me. You know, we had got to the point where we could even joke about it. I had girls that were studs. Come on. You know, there's more lesbians in this world now. It's more lesbians than anything. Oh, when I came out, 43 years, I've been out for 43 years. And I've seen the tides turn. It was more gay men, then it was more gay. Now they're coming out so much young, these children. It's like it's the end thing to be gay. People are proud of it, which is probably good, but it's so far from, coming from the era where, oh my God, okay, man up, because you don't want to know. Oh God, I hope they don't find out I'm gay. You know what I mean? I come from that. Okay, I don't want nobody to know. So now, baby, this is who I am. This is who I am. Accept me, see me, love me. That wasn't the era. Even now, y'all know what? Even now, and I've been up for 43 years. I still be in some places where they talking about gay folk, and I don't say anything. I don't, and I laugh because I was like, they don't even know I'm gay. I still sit in places or have been around people that has conversations talking about gay folk with me, not even knowing that I'm gay. And you know what? I like it like that. Sometimes you can't show your whole hand because you'll never know how somebody feels. People will treat, because what do they do to gay folk? They smile in your face, but the first thing they get into it with the gay folk, you faggot motherfucker, you're probably gonna die AIDS. You'll never know they feel that way if that's the first thing you present to them. See, I've sat around many people, and then I fuck them up. I fuck them up when they talk about it to someone, and then I go, you know what? I said, well, I'm gay. Really? Stop. Yeah. Now, you try to backtrack. What I didn't mean it that way. You meant exactly what you said. See, that's why I keep telling these young ones, baby, sometime, don't let that be the first thing they know about you. Get to know a person. As it stands now, my son is so girl crazy that that's making me stressed out. She worried. Dresses might be easy to deal with. Just CMA back in our day, it was not popular. It wasn't. No, and people were dying and getting hurt in our day. It was killing people. So, but it was easier for me. Even now, if I came out now, if I was younger now and still had the mom I had, I still would be the same that I was back then in 1983, 84. I still would have been a little more reserved with it. Of course, older I'm not, I don't give a damn, but I still, I was down, listen, y'all, I was downtown and a lady was sitting there and a lady was talking. She said, oh, you got such a pretty smile. I said, thank you. She said, oh, I had my ring on. She said, oh, I see you married. She said, I know your wife just happy. Look, I don't even correct. I said, yeah, she get on my nerves sometimes. And look, I felt good. Why did I feel like I was actually straight? She was trying to hit on me. I could have got a little pussy if I want. I could have got a little pussy if I had wanted to. Hey, Miss Smith, baby, how you doing? I could have got a little pussy if I wanted to, but I don't like to be put in a box for one. Yes, I'm a black gay man, but sometimes I want to hear what a person really thinks. And if you walking up to somebody, you switch it, and you snapping your damn fingers with your hand on your hip, and you doing all that, you can never know anyone's true feelings because they're always going to not give you the real version of who they are. Sometimes you can't give the real version of who you are because you'll never see who the real version of who they are when it comes to the LGBTQ community. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Hold on, let me put these A's in there. So as far as the little boy wearing the dress, you can't, and him going to his mama, I'm wearing a dress. No, no, that's not how that thing works. That is not how that thing works. They don't tell you what they want to wear. You tell them what they gonna wear. You tell them what they gonna wear. They don't tell you what they're gonna wear. Hold on 1 minute, y'all. And I think, with all of this new transgender this and my day we didn't have that. We had gay, straight, and bisexual. All these damn pronouns. Call me to what is that word called? Sapiosexual. Were you in love with somebody's mind? And I'm in love with the intelligence. I think those people that just ain't good at having sex. If a man is in love with a woman just for her mind, her intellectual, he probably got a small penis. Huh. I'll tell you why I'm in love with you. I'm gonna tell you what first drew me to you. It wasn't your damn intellectual. Sapio. Okay, thank you. Sapiosexual. I don't even know this. I can't even pronounce it. Sapiosexual. What? My neighbor came to me one time, and he was saying that's what he was, and I was like, what? So, baby, I just look, baby, how you doing? Oh no! I just want to come up here. I want to see what your mind. I want to make love in your mind. Ain't got nothing to do with that fat ass you got. Ain't got nothing to do with them big ass breasts you got. Ain't got nothing to do with that damn long print and them damn gray jogging pants I see. I'm only over here. Ain't got nothing to do with them gray jogging pants you wearing with no drawers. I just come over here to see what your mind is about. I be lying. That ain't why I came over here. I saw something swinging and it looked kind of big. You got a fat ass. I came over here because you got a fat ass. What? Don't judge me. I came over here because you got a fat ass. That's the first thing. Now I can get to see what your mind is doing. But let's keep it real. Let's keep it 100. I came because you got a fat ass. I came because you got these jogging pants on, nigga. Knowing damn well you ain't got no drawers on and you slanging and swinging like that. You damn right I'm over here. Fuck your mind right now. Because you fucking my mind up. Now look at Wait, don't judge me. Judge your damn self. I'm just keeping it real. I'm keeping it real. Miss Smith said, I've never heard of a sapiosexual. Yes, that's what my neighbor. That is people, Miss Smith, that are they look, they want to make love to you. It's not even about sex with them. And it can be anybody. It's not even gender specific. Am I right when I say that? It's not even gender specific. Okay, y'all, I would ain't been up here long, so I don't know if she's busy, but I'm gonna drop this link because I would love sapiosexual is what it's called. That is exactly what it's called. It is, and I don't even think it's gender specific. You can be in love with the mind only. The mind. Look, you want to make love to my mind. They want to make love to my mind. Hell, shit, you can't make love to my mind because, hell, I forget a lot of shit. I forget a lot of shit. How you going to make love to some shit I can't even remember? Come on, somebody. How you going to make love to some shit I don't even look? How you going to make love to your mind? Hell, my mind is gone half the time. But who wants to deal with a dummy? Intelligence is of course, but that's not what's going to attract me. Intelligence is a must unless you're elder, unless you're Idris Elba. Okay, I'm chillaxing. Okay, go ahead, girl. I'm with you, Miss Smith. It's gender for me. It's the mind for me. Okay, now listen to this. Just like I say this, there's not a lot of people that will, like people say, I judge people not on looks. I ain't never seen nobody look at an ugly motherfucker, be at the bar, look at an ugly motherfucker at the jukebox and be like, oh shit. They might be ugly than the motherfucker. But let me go see how they mind is. We'd be lying if we say that. The only way I ever ended up with somebody that's ugly is if I worked around you or we spent time around in some capacity just because we had to. And then I happen to look past that ugliness and go, and we laughing about something, and then you see them in a different light. I ain't never just walked up to no damn ugly motherfucker just to get to know how they are. And you know what? First attraction is physical attraction. And we have to be honest. First attraction is physical attraction. Now, when you start coming out with all these different things, and I'll look up what sapiosexual is and give y'all the thing to that. But what happened to when the days were, it used to be so simple to be gay. Hell, it used to be so simple to be straight, heterosexual. Heterosexual people are confused to me half the damn time now. We have a lot of us, we make relationships so complicated. A lot of us look for people to save us. And they don't even have to be save us financially. It can be save us emotionally, save us mentally, save us physically. I never ever been pussy whipped, dick whipped. It's never been that. Not for me. Can't nobody do me like I can do myself. You know, I pray that God sends me somebody before I leave this earth. I pray. If it don't happen, then it was meant to be. But I'm never gonna stop looking. I'm never content with being single. I'm never all right with being single. If I have to be, I will be. But I'm always open to the next relationship. I'm always open to enhancing my life. And enhancement in my life is having someone to share that with. Come on, somebody. Be sitting here talking about somebody go, babe, when you coming? How long you gonna be up? When you gonna come to bed? Oh, baby, I'll be here in a minute. Let me just finish this live. I would love to do that. Pat me, look, rub on me as they walking past. Oh my God. As I'm doing this live there with it butt naked, talking about, oh, when you get off, I'm gonna tear that ass up. Oh, what? I'm old. I ain't dead. I'm older. I ain't numb. What? Y'all gonna look, don't let me fuck around and find my boy ass. My soulmate. Look, y'all be like, if these motherfuckers kiss one more damn time, can they walk past each other without hugging? Can they walk? Because I'm very affectionate. Damn, didn't they just kiss? We sure the fuck did, and we gonna kiss every time. But you know what? God will do exactly what he said he gonna do. Huh? Said, I'll never leave you, nor will I forsake you. He will give you the desires of your heart. You know, the one thing that keeps me going, I love when I go out. I mean, men and women hit on me. That there, it lets, because you still need to know you got it. Oh, you still got it. Even though most of the motherfuckers, men that hit on me, be some old motherfuckers, old, raggedy old. Let me find one to get a good check every day a month. Huh? Then I won't be on here asking for cash out. I'll be like, I'm straight this month. Y'all know it's close to the first. Leroy, let me give me an old man named Leroy. Be like, Michael, love him some Leroy. You're goddamn right, I love Leroy. He worked at the goddamn plant for all them years. Oh, Leroy is a retired veteran. You goddamn right. He got some good benefits. I love Leroy. Leroy, you take your medicine? Leroy, did you take your medicine, baby? Okay, don't worry. I'll be in the rub some of that been gay on you. Hell, I've been gay all this time. Shit, I can rub some been gay on them. But I think I just have to ask myself, have we become a society that gay is just in our face? Gay, gay, gay. Gay cartoon, gay movies, you know. Growing up, I didn't see all of that. And you would think that, wow, this is what, ain't this what you should want? Ain't this what you want? Acceptance? But I've never needed acceptance because I've accepted my damn self. I never needed society to accept me. As long as my mama did that, I was good. As long as I made it my fate with God, all right. I don't care about society. I don't care about the next door neighbor. I don't care about what man thinks when it comes to my sexuality. And I think that that's wrong with the LGBTQ community. You know, y'all did a movie and there was no gay people represented in it. Like I got tired of, you know what? It was no black people represented in it. How long are we gonna keep holding on to that? If it's something like that, then you make it, you do one. Don't expect somebody else to want to do it. Maybe there ain't no black people in their story. Maybe there ain't no gay people in their story. Let's stop trying to be included in every and any motherfucking thing. Inclusion sometimes causes confusion. Come on. I don't want to be included in every damn thing. I don't need a gay representation in everything I see and I do. Everybody ain't gay. Everybody ain't black. Come on. And parents, stop letting your children tell you what they want and you tell them what they need. Especially young children. Now, when they start becoming 16, 17, and 18, yes, their mind is developed. They're at a point where they're coming into their own. They're coming into who they're going to be. And there ain't nothing you can do about it. But at least as a parent, you know that you did everything to try to lead them down a path. But their path may not be your path. But you don't let them dictate the path to you. They just had the red dress thing in New Orleans. And a lot of my friends on their timeline on Facebook, I see him and I could never. But that's just my. You would never see me in New Orleans with no red dress on. If I ain't getting paid for it, I ain't doing it. You'll see me in a dress on stage, I'll do that in the heart. But I'm not just going to freely do what is it called, the red dress run? No. I think that is an overplay for the overlay for men who like to wear dresses to have an excuse to do it. To each their own. It's just not for me. I come from that era. What turns me on is two men together. If I wanted a woman or somebody to look like a woman, I'd get a real woman. I love women. I don't have to get an imitation, a knockoff. What confuses me more than anything is now, because in my day, if you dress up like a woman and they could tell that you were a man, you know, there were dire consequences for that. Some people got killed, and that was so wrong for it. But now we have paved the way for this younger generation to where they can come out looking any way. A whole full beard. A whole beard. And I can't even grow a whole beard with long hair and fingernails and messy. What is that guy's name? Messy something. He's a nice looking man. But to have that ass, the big BBL, and he's a daddy and a grandfather, and the way that he walks and shakes his ass, and that could be confusing to children. Come on, somebody. Is it just me? Is it just me? Is it just me? Okay, hold on. I'm good with being single. I need both of you. Gotta have intelligent and good looks, to be attractive, happy wife lifestyle. Now, upward intelligent men, where hold on, I consider myself sapiosexual. I am intrigued by intelligent men. Okay, but that ain't the only thing. But upward, they gotta be tall. Sapiosexual is people that it ain't about the looks or nothing, it's just about the men. But now you can't be sapiosexual but you gotta be tall. You gotta you can't be on the bus. See, it can't be none of that. Kendra said, I need both. You gotta have intelligence and good looks to be attracted. Linda says, I'm good with being single. Don't have time for stupid. Upward say Iron Smith, they are out there. Hard to find. The combo though. Exactly, Linda. Linda, I know that's right. God will every time we will he have a brown paper bag, CMA. And he better have a brown paper bag. Hey, Hood Edition News, baby. How you doing? Hey, Miss Smith. Hey, Hood Edition News say too funny. Yes, they need checks too. Right, come on, somebody. Leroy, your dinner is ready. And my nana's boy. Look, right. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm behind. At this point, I'm just glad I'm not single because ain't nothing out here but seafood boils and tragedy. You know what? Oh, I was the way I just hollered. Oh, back CMA. I was just thinking of him, and you said his name. Exact. Come on, somebody. Come on. And I think the older we get, the older we get. And I think what gets me the most is when you know that you have so much love to give somebody. So much love. I'm believe it or not, yeah, I'm one of those people that I fix your dinner. I don't need nobody to cook because can't nobody cook better than me. So I love to cook. But I'm one of the people that you gonna always have a good dinner. You know, I've learned in my journey in this 57 years that, you know, a lot of times I didn't think about the other person's, you know, I didn't put the other person first. I didn't I won't even say first, I just didn't put it into consideration, you know. And so I know, you know, God will separate you. He will separate you to redirect you and reevaluate you and make you who you want to be. Because, see, a lot of us want to be loved, but we ain't ready to be loved. Come on, somebody. A lot of us want to be loved, but a lot of us ain't ready to be loved. Hey, Simply Ramona, baby, how you doing? And I, you know, sometimes, is it me? I'm talking about for the single people. Do you ever feel like you're running out of time? Sometimes I feel like I'm running out of time. Lord, will I find somebody? Lord Jesus, you know, I do say that. And then I said, well, maybe I need to be around people. You know, I have to put myself out there. Okay, hold on. Linda said, CMA, how's the gay committee in the dating world? Community, you know what? I don't know. Uh, I don't know because I can only speak for my age range. Um, I have people hit me up and say, "Look, I'm just ready to be in a relationship," and then they'll talk and look. It's like they feel like they run out of time, and you know they don't want to go through this whole thing. Like, look, let's just get together, let's do this. And I'm like, no, I can't get with anybody that quick and that fast like that. I'm not. I'm not in the era of my life where I have time to waste. But I do say this. I do have to go out a little bit more. I have to be around my kind a little bit more. Um, I have to know the signs, you know. I look back on some things like, oh my God, you know what they was I had wait, was they trying to hit on me? And I had no idea. They was trying to hit on me. And I had no idea. You know, when people say don't look for love, love will come, bullshit. You better look for it. You mess around and miss it. It'll be right there in your face. You have no idea. It will be right there in your face. And you too busy saying, I ain't looking for it. It'll come. No. Sometimes it's right there in your face. You better look for it.
You better look for it. So you mess around and you miss it. Come on, somebody. You better look for it, or you gonna mess around and you gonna miss your bow ass. You better look for it, or your dumb ass gonna mess around and miss your bow ass. Hold on 1 minute, y'all. So look, I don't want everybody. Please don't forget this Friday, I will be doing the fundraiser donation video for um, the community picnic in honor of my mother's 77th birthday. You can donate. It can be monetary. It can be material. You know, like I said, we're trying to pay for the DJ. We're trying to pay for the permit and all of that. But that'll be this Friday. So I could not find a green pepper, but I found me some avocados today. So I gotta taste. I gotta taste to do some avocado toast. It will be listen. It will be on my Cash App now, y'all. I got the same Cash App back. $, y'all know the Cash App. But I called. Listen, I've been called. I told you I've really been trying. I was like, you know what, Michael, do you want to do it? So I got to DJ. Shout out to Tony Peoples. I put the flyer up. I don't know if y'all guys saw it. So I'm trying. Last year, the first time I did it, I did not need a permit like I did, but we're having it in a different place on the other side of the park. You got to pay for if the music gonna be amplified. I'm like, what? If it's more than 25 people, there's a price. So all of that, but you know what? I said, that ain't nothing but the devil trying to stop. But like I said, once again, shout out to Doze's Landscaping Company for supplying the chicken and the hamburgers. Shout out to Nikki's Necessities. Shout out to the Love Experience, my job. Let me tell you how good my job is. When I kept saying, when I was incurring all these expenses, like, okay, I got to pay for that, I got to pay for that. Not only am I already buying the food, right? And I was like, you know what, Mama, God, but it's the right thing to do because I got to feel it's going to get better and better every year. My job, I asked my boss, I said, look, I said, can I ask you a question? I said, how much would you charge me for the tables? I need the tent. I want this event to look like y'all see the videos of when I'm working, right? Y'all see the videos of when I'm working. I want the event to look like that. That's what I want. So that I want it to be on that level. And whether somebody, and see, this is my goal, whether people walk up with no shoes on, ain't had a bath, or they come up sugar shower, everybody will be treated the same. Everybody will be treated the same. Everybody welcome. Shout out to Linda's front row. She said she'll be there and she's bringing soda. See, I love whatever anybody can do. And, I'm trying not to wait until that day because I don't know when I have to have the money. I've been waiting on this late. I had to call Parks and Recreation. Y'all know I don't be doing stuff like I'm like, I got to call who? Parks and Recreation to get the permit. And I didn't look at the prices. I was like, what the hell? But, God always makes a way. And this one is going to be so much better, so much more elegant, because now I have my job's going to be behind me. So I think my jobs are going to allow me to use some of their fold-up tables, one of their tents. I mean, thing to go over so we can be up under it, and some of their utensils and stuff. Those are the things that I need. It's coming together. I try not to worry about it too much. I try not to worry about it and say, Lord, let your will be done. Let your will be done, Father God. And just make this a success in honor of my mama. And I want this to be an event where everybody, oh, I can't wait till next year. Because I will have it every year until the day I take my last breath in honor of my mother. That's the least I can do because, like I said, my mother came out there and fed the homeless with me because I was telling her how much I thanked her and how blessed I was that she didn't put me out the way those young kids were out there homeless because their parents said, you cannot be that way and be in my house. Come on, somebody. It be the little things that you have to say, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Because so as it with them, it could have been me. I didn't understand why they were, Now, personally, I'll say this. And my mama said, say that I did want to dress up like a woman. And my mama said, you can't do that in my house. Baby, you know what I would have did? I wouldn't have did it. I wouldn't have chosen to be homeless. I would have had that shit in my bag and changed in the alley, changed at the gas station, changed over a friend house. But these kids now that I got to be me. Who in the hell would choose homelessness over a place to stay? And then, a lot of us were scared to go against our parents. Let me tell y'all a story what happened one time when we had this gay bar in Detroit, the famous door. Everybody knew that was a gay bar. The gay bar was so popular that Roland and I, it would be a holiday. I remember one Thanksgiving, and Roland and I wanted to go to the famous door. And so we had to make up a nickname for it. One was like, you want to go to the fire department? We called it the fire department. So wouldn't nobody know what we was talking about. Well, we ended one day, and they used to have this thing called the circle. Now, the circle was when, the gay guys, you be dancing, and they be dancing against each other. They be kicking and splitting and all of that, right? So the one guy named Theodore could kick his legs, baby. He did the Chinese split. He could pull his legs up. I could do all that too because I had my legs. But he was in the Chinese split, baby. He was just laying there. And they was like, work, bitch, I gave people, work, bitch, And he just laying in that split. Baby, they see this lady walked in with 3 kids behind her. She just walked in that bar. It was his mama and his little sister and brother. And then his mama snatched his ass right up out that goddamn Chinese split and drug him up out of there. We talked about that for years. His mama came and snatched his ass. Get your ass out this motherfucking sissy bar. And I told Mama about that. I said, Mama, I would have been so. She said, bitch, is that all I need to do to stop your ass from going there? Oh, I would have never went back to the bar. If my mother had came in here and snatched me, but I've seen that, it's a, now you can go to jail for it. Let a mama walk up in there and snatch their child up out of a bar. And you 18, over 18. That's assault. But that wasn't assault to mama. That was, bitch, you my child. Especially if I still lived at her house. But my mother is not that type of mama. Yeah, I got this vanilla dream. That's his vanilla dream. Deodorant. It smells so good. Every time I put it on, I want to eat myself. Oh, this is out. This smell is called Vanilla Dream. It's a power stick. Aluminum free.
Oh my God, that is so good. But yeah, my that boy mama snatched him up out the Chinese split. I could not believe it. Okay, y'all. Let me ask you this. Potato salad. Who all put celery? Do anybody put celery in a potato salad? Does anybody put celery in a potato salad? I didn't grow up with celery. I don't like celery in my potato salad. Just peppers and onions. Do anybody in here put potato salad in there? I made some, oh God, yeah, I have to put up the video. I had some pork belly. So April said I don't. Neither do I didn't grow up with that either. I did not grow up with that either. And anybody, y'all don't have to wait till Friday to donate because I just don't know the price yet of what the permit and all that's gonna cost. So you don't have to wait till Friday. You can do it before then if you want. And have people, if you don't know people, just tell them you know a cause. If they want to donate $5 or $10 towards Michael Ann's 77th birthday celebration, community picnic, all is welcome. Whether they want to donate napkins or cups or anything. Hell, if they want to donate pans of something to eat, they can do that too because we are feeding the community. But what was I saying before that? See this, y'all. This is why you can't fall in love with my mind. Because I forget you in love with me. See how I can't remember shit? Don't fall in love with my mind and my intellect. But you say, is it this Friday? No, the video, I mean the video I'm doing for the donations and the fundraiser is this Friday, but the actual date, and I have the flyer up too. If you, it's Saturday, September the 12th at Palmer Park from 11 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Shout out to my boss and them; they will be out there helping me serve. Which you know what? How beautiful that I work for a catering company. Come on, somebody! I work for a catering company that can help me do what it is that I'm doing. Come on, somebody. You know what? God will make a way. Even when, from every turn, I'm saying, I'm going to need this money to do this. When I got to have this money in. And so for me to say, you know what? Several times I said, you know what? I'm not going to do it. I swear, I thought that in my mind, you know what? This is going to be a little too much. Then here I am I'm going to have to make two pans of baked macaroni and cheese, fried chicken, baked chicken. I'm making collard greens with cabbage. I'm making baked beans. I don't know if I'm doing potato salad or not because I don't know if I'm to have to peel that many potatoes. I think I'm gonna make some spaghetti. Just something to where the community gonna go. You know what? This food is so good. I can't wait for it next year. And then maybe that way each year we get more and more sponsors too. I'm even reaching out to churches that will give away the canned goods and stuff to people. I'm in talks for that. I just want it to be a success. I really want it to be a success. I have the same company again that will be giving out the hygiene kits for men and women. I gave out 100 last year for men, 100 last year for women. So just making a difference, all in my mother's name. Because she didn't put me out. She chose her love for me over what she really felt. I don't know if my mama had a choice for me to be gay or not. It would have been no. I don't want you to be gay. But she loved me anyhow. Come on, somebody. So y'all make sure this Friday, and it can be even before Friday, but have people, talk to people. explain what this event is, and help 4C Game, help me make this a success. Help me make this a success. Um, I had Queen of Queen last time. I may not be fucking with her or have anything else to say to her, but I will say, that first year, she did get some of them sponsors in there. And for that to be our very first one, and it was good. But sometimes you outgrow people and you got to do it. And you know what? We elevate. Sometimes we separate to elevate. And I feel good about this. I feel good about this year. I'm having it. The first year I had it in a different spot than where my mother and I normally did it. I had it in one spot, but about it was in the middle place, which I'm actually having it. That is why it costs, because I am having it in the middle spot where we used to do it at. I need the spot where the DJ can plug up and everything, which that costs, all of that costs. It's amazing. I've never put together anything like this, but you live, you learn, and shout out to the people that are actually helping, that are sponsoring, that are donating, that are volunteering their time, their equipment to do these things. And I thank God for it. And, I pray every time, Lord, Lord, please. The lady ain't called me back yet. I'm from the Parks and Recreation. I'm seeing these different prices. I'm like, Lord, I hope it ain't that one. But whatever it is, I bet you I get it done. I bet you I get it done by the grace of God. I bet you. I'm not even gonna worry about it. I'm at a stage in my life where let me check on this potato, that I don't worry about any of that. No, I don't. Okay, this is almost ready. It's almost ready. Yes, it is. It's almost. Oh, yeah. So, like I said, I even hope Friday is a success to where, I can be sick calling people like, how much you need? Saying, okay, you got that money. I'll cash up you the money right now. But you put it in God's hands, it all works. Yeah. And my family is having on the original side that I had at August the 23rd, they're having a family picnic. I don't know if I'm going. I will see if my organization. Okay, yes. Linda, that's beautiful. See, closed mouths don't get nothing. Sometimes you got to just put it out there. Oh, that would be beautiful. Everything helps. All of that helps. My family's doing something August the 23rd. I might go, I might not, I might pop my head in. I just hate going to family stuff because you know what? And tell me, y'all, is this me? When I go to family stuff and it makes me think about my mother so much. It does, My mother was the oldest one in the family besides my Aunt Marie, and neither one of them are here now. I looked at a picture the other day. It was my mother, my father, and my Aunt Marie all standing together. And they all gone. They're all gone. And it showed me what get-togethers are good for. I said, God, I wouldn't have thought that all three of them would be dead. And so when I go out, when I get around family now, and I don't want to be that one family member that boo-hoos every time around, Debbie Downer, or sitting there like, oh my God, my mama would have been here. And you know what? I'm not past that yet. I'm not. So I try to do things like if I'm doing, when I was, this is what I loved about the first annual picnic is people like, how much this costs? I said, no, it's free. "Ah, just food? Yes. All you had to do was say, rest in peace, Mr. and Mrs. Waters. This year, all you got to do is say, happy birthday, Mama Michael. Happy birthday, Mama Michael. Happy birthday, clap back, Mama. I even want to get a cake that says happy 77, a sheet cake that says, I didn't even think about that. A sheet cake that says happy 77th birthday, Mama Michael. I don't want her to ever be forgotten. And as long as I'm on this earth with breath in my body and my limbs working, we will, come on, somebody, honor her. To God be the glory. I know she up there looking down, and Mama, you helping. Lord, Mama, God, help me make this a success. I'm gonna try to get a couple of people to sing, somebody to sing. Hopefully, I ain't got to pay him. Just come sing something in honor. Sing a church song. I don't want it to be a dry eye in the house. And y'all know I'm going to pray them down before we eat. I'm praying down, baby. But I thank God, out of all of that, you know what I thank God for? Me still being here. Me being here another day. Come on, somebody. Okay, yeah, I still want y'all on here. Hold up. I still want y'all on here while I am doing my thing. I will say, okay, hold on, y'all. Let me get this together. Come on, somebody. Hold on, we empty this. Um, okay, where's that? Hold on, y'all. Got my potatoes ready. Got some eggs going. Come on, somebody. Okay. So, can y'all believe my finger still hurts? Ah! Okay. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna put a little relish in here. We're gonna put a little mustard. Just start off with a little bit. Some Miracle Whip. Do you like yours a mustard base or mayonnaise base? I like mine's more of a mayonnaise base. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm put a little pepper. Oh shit! What am I doing? Ain't no pepper in there. Thank God I stopped and bought a little pepper, a little salt. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why I had it. I got some barbecue I'm making. Hold on, I'm gonna add a little bit of sugar. Just a little bit. Potato salad ain't potato salad without sugar. Need a little more of this Miracle Whip. Oh, you know what? I gotta get my egg in here, right? Potato salad just ain't potato salad without eggs. I'm put a little garlic in here. Put a little garlic powder. Okay. Um, okay. Now we're gonna put a little bit of egg in here. Come on, somebody. Okay. Get that potato. Y'all see that potato salad right there, y'all. wonder how some pickled onions taste in here. So now what we need to do is taste it and see how it tastes. Come on, somebody. Before I put my other eggs on here. Mm. Oh, yeah. We right there. Oh, yes, that's, see, this is what I'm talking about cooking. Knowing how to cook. Hold on a minute. A little bit more. Okay. We good to go. Oh my God. Okay, yeah, I gotta put my ribs on the grill. I boiled them. So I'm putting my ribs on the grill. I'm gonna see you all Friday. I'll do a video tomorrow too. But I'm gonna put all this together, put my eggs on top of here. I don't have any paprika, but as you all can see, look at this. It's all about presentation. Come on, somebody. Look at that. Dirty boy potato salad. I ain't put my eggs on it yet or my paprika. Come on. All right, y'all. Thanks everybody for coming in. I'll see you guys Friday. Come on, y'all. Make sure y'all be there. I'll be here tomorrow for the fundraiser donation. Yes, see you in September, Linda. I cannot wait to meet you, Linda's front row. You all have a wonderful, blessed day. Thank y'all. Force the game for life, everything, Mike, the baddest gang in these YouTube streets. I love you all. Rest in peace, Michael Ann. All right, comedian Michael Allen, Michael Ann's only son. I'm out. Peace.